is an exclusive presentation of Jessup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
World famous. The world famous Butch and Bob Show.
All right, it is now time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, 759, 105.5 FM, WIFO FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio. Butch Hubbard here with you, along with Bob Morgan on this Thursday morning, 11th day of March. Bob, how you doing?
I'm good.
You're good, huh? Still wearing all that kind of Wayne County. You got a new pullover this morning.
I've had this.
I know you've had it, but I'm talking about new from the one that you've worn the last couple of days. This is a little cooler here.
Well,
it's warming up, so you're wearing something a little cooler. Yeah, they're looking good there. White Wayne County pullover, zip up top with a WC on there with the logo, and the jacket's hat with the gold hat with the big J on it there. Of course, you can listen to the world-famous Butch and Bob Show right here on 105.5 FM, but the entire morning show is also on our website at bigdogcountry.com, and the world-famous Butch and Bob Show is also video. That's right. You can go to bigdogcountry.com and click on live stream, and there we are live in living color with our smiling, beautiful faces and Bob's attire there, Wayne County attire. You can see it on bigdogcountry.com. And so, Bob, who do we have as our guest this morning?
I got a face for radio.
You got a face for radio.
We got my friend Lamar Echols, rector. We had to cut him short last time because we had so many guests. We got him for the full 30 minutes a day. Recreation opening days right around the corner. A lot of people get excited. The teams have been picked and they've been practicing. So everybody's asking the big question: when is opening day?
We're going to open day. We're going to do the March 29th. And that's for all the live pitch games. And then April 12th, we're going to do the T-ball. The Babes Mighty Mike Complex will be April 12th. We'll play a week, and we'll take a week off for spring break and come back and finish out the season.
So you're starting on Monday?
Yes, sir. Start on Monday.
Season will start on Monday.
And we'll play that first week, and then we'll take off spring break, and then we'll come back. I think on the 12th, and we'll finish the season and get ready to, get our all-star teams picked and get ready to compete in all-stars. I know we missed that last year because of the pandemic, but they plan on having them this year. And hopefully we got a meeting in a couple of weeks. Wayne County's going to put in to host baseball or softball or both of them, because I know a lot of communities right now they're not allowing other people in to play right now. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how the district votes and see what we can do. But we are hosting the girls 17 and under state here in late June. So, but we'll see if we can get some of the districts and going. But like I said, we're excited about the season this year. Registration's down a little bit because of the pandemic, but we got what we got, and we're gonna roll with it. And we're excited about the good new season. And we don't have no restrictions right now. We're gonna play baseball to the fullest and go out and have a good time and do it the safest way we can do it.
Explain how that district vote goes. Who's all in the district? A lot of people may not know who all in.
When your district votes, well, you got, we're considered a Class B agency. So the Class B agencies in our district are Glenn County, Coffee County, Liberty County, Camden County, and Ware County. That's the B district. So that's who actually votes. So when you go.
So who gets to vote? Just the rec directors, or
well, you got to enter the tournament to actually have a vote in it. If you don't have a team in the tournament, you cannot vote. So if you got a team in that tournament, you vote. Like I said, we pretty fortunate. We got some guys around us that'll get on board with us and kind of help us out with our votes. But usually, that's how how they vote. Whoever wants to host it, but you got to have a team in the tournament to actually have a place to vote in the options.
Is there a district director? Is there somebody in charge of the district?
Yeah, we got a district representative. His name's Samose Mays. He's from North Bryan County, and then we got an athletic director. That's Reese Turner from Alma, Georgia. So, but that's they also on the state athletic committee with the rules and all that good stuff. They have to travel a lot to a lot of meetings, so a lot of traveling. So
it's really hard to believe. It's almost a year to the date that everything started to shut down. So, but good news continues to come. Like I said, the governor had an announcement yesterday. More and more people are able to get the vaccine starting Monday. So the more people get the vaccine, hopefully more and more people feel safer getting out.
That's right. Like I said, maybe, like I said, our registration's down a little bit. You know, it's hit us pretty bad. But like I said, we're going to use what we got and go with what we got. And we're going to play a full schedule and like I said, have fun and get these kids out of the house, give them something to do, and like I said, try to do it the safest way we can do it.
Well, you're going to have the season coming up, but you also were in here last time talking about the improvements at the ballpark. So the improvements, will they be taking place while games are going on, or how's that work?
Well, right now, most of our improvements is over there at Bill Marsh Park. As we speak right now, they're pouring a concrete pad for the concession stand. As we speak right now, they're digging the stumps up for the basketball court. We're going to try to work around most of that, the job right now. But like I said, most of our games over there are going to be at Ben Park anyhow, so there's not going to be no conflict with nothing over there right now. We got teams over there practicing, but like I said, the concession stand, it'll be paved today, so it won't be no conflict with nothing we got going on over there, even if we play games over there at Bill Marsh Park, because like I said, the most of the construction's down there at the far end by the pond where the stumps is at. So we're safe right now, and everything should be up and going before ice season even starts. So
everybody knows where the concession stand is. I understand they're going to extend it with canopies and
yes,
tables.
we're going.
So how far were they extended on both sides?
It's going to be 10 foot on each side. You have a canopy, and like I said, it'd be handicap accessible where you can get into the bathrooms, and also, on the sides we have some picnic tables, sitting areas like that. It'd be nice. Like I said, it's, just upgrading facilities, making them safe out there. And like I said, a lot of people ask why we tore the playground down. Well, the playground wasn't safe. It was a disaster. I played on that thing when I was a kid. That was years ago.
That was a long time ago.
Yes, sir. That was a long time ago. And it was the same equipment. We went and we fixed it day after day, and we just finally took it down. But the playground is coming back. And it's going to be closer up there to the fields where you won't have to be so far down there by the pond, with your kids down there. So it's going to be a nice, safe playground.
New equipment too.
Yeah,
right?
and
that was part
brand new equipment. So that's in our next phase of the process. But it's coming along. Like I said, we a little bit at a time. It's not going to happen overnight, but we just try to improve the whole facility. Like I said, that the whole facility was old, and we done a lot of work out there. We making progress. So y'all just hang in there with us, and before long we have us something we can be proud of. The whole community has. So
you mentioned the numbers are down. How down are they? How many, you have to eliminate teams, or how?
No, we haven't eliminated no teams. We just don't have. We still got 4 and 5 teams, 6 teams in each age group. Usually we have between 8 and 10 teams in each age group. But we're not. No, all leagues is on. We didn't have to cancel no leagues. We didn't have to combine no leagues. We even got a 13 and 14 girls this year. We got 11 and 12 girls. We got a 13 and 14 boys, but we're not going to start that after middle school playing, because a lot of them's playing middle school baseball right now. So we won't actually pick those teams till after middle school's over with and get them to start, get them out playing rec ball. So, but other than that, like I said, we got track going on right now. We're fixing to start track practice. You can still sign up for tennis and golf. I think it goes through May. But like I said, we offer the sports. The numbers, they're just not as high as they've been in the past. But we'll get there. We're gonna keep pushing and pump them right along.
Well, I know something everybody looks forward to. So March 29th is opening
yes, sir.
day. And that's
we're looking forward to it.
So first game's around what, 5 o'clock?
5:30.
5:30.
Yep.
So we'll look forward to that. And then they said you'll take the spring break week off and then come back with everything.
We'll finish it up.
Base, body, miles, which I'm sure those numbers are normally like they always are.
They're pretty good numbers.
That's a fun league to watch.
Oh yeah, it's like I said, we got some upgrades coming to their facilities next year. So Babes will be a brand new look next year. So we got some plans to redo it, refurbish Babes Fields next year. So give them something to look forward to playing on next year. It's going to be nice over there once we get it completed over there. We just got some minor work we want to do over there, but other than that, it's going to look good. The whole complex is going to look good out there.
Well, tell us about the adult leagues. What do you have there with the softball? What age? Not age, but how many teams do you have, and how do they play, and so forth?
Adult softball?
Yeah.
Adult softball, I think, is everywhere you talk has just done a decline.
Oh, has it?
That this younger generation is not picking it up. Most of our guys. So do you have
teams this year?
We trying to have a team. I got some guys working on it, but most of our teams, the guys that's playing, they're 50 and over. and it's and
So you got to have the you got to have
you got to get this younger generation
getting out there with it.
At least,
have
yeah.
an ambulance sitting out there just
but
in case.
we didn't do it last year, but in the years past, we've had 4 or 5 teams out there playing. I know you've
had a few. I thought it was only about 5.
What we'll usually do, because a lot of our coaches play adult softball, so what we'll do, we'll start the adult softball when our youth leagues is over with, in June and July, let them play. We pushing it out there and trying to get them to come sign up.
So the millennials are not playing softball, or Gen Z not playing softball.
The younger generation's not playing. They haven't picked the game up. I reckon there's too much stuff to do at the house. Them video games and
those
stuff
electronics.
like that. Yeah, so it's kind of killing the game, man. Like I said, but we still offer it. So it's still out there.
How about the lighting? I know that's part of the improvements too.
Football fields.
How soon will the lights get in?
Matter of fact, they'll probably start this week. Like I said, that's be another thing. There won't be no conflict with games out there because it'll be across the street. All we doing is taking the existing lights down on the old football field and putting up LED lights. And then we're going to take the existing poles from the old baseball fields out there and put them on a new football field and put LED lights on them. So both fields will be lit before football season starts in September.
That sounds good. So what's the long range plan? Everybody has a long range plan.
Our long range plan is to put another field at Bill Marsh Park, because in the plans it's got 4 fields. We want
another baseball field.
Okay. Multi-purpose field for everybody. It'd be a 220 for boys and girls, and then eventually do us a gymnasium, do us a multi-purpose center. That's our long our plans for the future. And then, we sticking to our plans out there. There was a drawing drawn up architect did a couple of years ago, and it's a plan, and we're sticking to that plan. It's not going to look exactly like that design, but it's close to it. And if we have to add some more soccer fields, because our soccer program is growing, we got room for it down there to do that. But that's our plans right now. Our plan is to go ahead and get us another baseball field at Bill Marsh Park, and or a baseball softball field at Bill Marsh Park, and then eventually, work on some multi-purpose center.
And what's the time frame for that? I mean, long range plan.
I say,
10 years down the road.
No, I think it's going to be before then. I think it'll be, maybe 5 or 6 years. We plan on doing this. In the plans, Bob. It's even got a swimming pool out there.
Right.
So we're sticking to the plan, and we're going to see what we need and go with what the commissioners want to do, and we're going to head that route. But that's our plans, to put everything, all the sports events out there and make it look nice. Like I said, we should be through at Bill Marsh Park here in a couple of months, and you'll see the improvements out there. And like I said, it's going to be nice. The fields out there were in bad shape. Like I said, I even played on some of those fields there, and we took the fences down on some of these fields that just wasn't safe. The fields was in bad condition just through the years, but we getting it right. We're going, we taking steps at a time to revamp this place out here, and we're going to have it safe and looking good. And I think something that the county can be proud of.
I know the county and the hospital reached an agreement. They're going to move that war memorial to the hospital. How soon will that take place?
I don't know the timeline on the removal of the memorial. But I know it's
when you have moves, is that where you plan to put the playground equipment?
Yes, sir. I'll probably put it right there, somewhere close to that position right there. We don't know the exact position.
So it'll be close to the concession stand.
Yes, sir. It'll be right there in between the concession stand and the fields. Or we might even put it behind the concession stand a little ways where you can see your kids from all the fields. We just want to make it safe for the kids and where they won't get hit with a foul ball or now we ain't got to worry about them getting run over by vehicles out there. But we're going to try to put it in a little safe place where all the parents can sit there and watch a game, and they know the kids right there at the playground, and that when they are at the playground, they can wander off. They're not going to get hit by a vehicle out there. So
because you've got that barricade off now for quite a while.
I said, it's going to look nice. We got plans in November to start putting our sidewalks out there. That's our next phase. And
sidewalks.
Yep, put some sidewalks.
Where at?
Where the road's at, where you can walk to each field.
Oh, okay.
You have branches off to each field.
So
concession stand.
Okay.
One goes through the back. It'd be like a big T through the ballpark.
Okay.
You go all the way through, because our plans is doing the parking like a horseshoe all the way around the complex.
Right.
So that's our plans to do that. So like I said, that'd be our next phase, and that's coming up probably in November, because we really can't tear the road up or none of that stuff right now until, we get rid of these kids out there. So that's our plans.
The walking trail and the fishing pond.
They're
still going well.
They're still going well.
It's amazing how many people go out there.
Oh, I know.
Every
day it's unreal.
I guess they catch fish, but they
do catch fish. But I've stuck my pole in the water a couple of times, and my son stuck his pole in the. We ain't got nothing. So, but these other
have
people,
y'all ever stocked it, or is it?
It's stocked.
It's been stocked.
The DNR stocked it last year. Matter of fact, and they
DNR did.
Yes, sir. They pumped the fish in there, and like I said, that thing is well used. I can tell you that. And like I said, we looking forward to our basketball court out there. It's coming along, and like I said, we're just gonna have a lot of things for kids to do in the summer. And like I said, we're excited about what we got going on at the rec department right now. So
the basketball court, is just going to be 2 baskets, or is it going to be several baskets?
It's going to be a regulation size court with 2 goals on it. Okay. And the goals are going to be movable, so little kids can play or big kids can play, so the goals will go up and down. It's going to be nice. Like I said, we got the trees cut a couple weeks ago, and they digging up the stumps, and as soon as they get these stumps dug up and get us some sand and get this thing flat, we're going to pour the concrete, and we'll be ready to roll here in a couple of months. Like I said, hopefully we'll be all these projects will be done before we actually start playing ball out there. So
it's just nice to see the improvements. Like I said, recreation is a key part of a key part of Wayne County.
Like I said,
all these years, and so many kids are involved, and just nice to see the improvements. And the commissioners, go along with the improvements, approve the improvements. It's all SPLOST money anyway. So
it's SPLOST money, like I said, and then like I said, I want to thank the commissioners and Mr. Jeffers for getting on board with us out there and helping these improvements go and go smoothly as possible. And like I said, the day they voted on doing it, we went to work the next day. We didn't wait around, or we started the next day on these projects. So we're not going to back up. We're going to be moving forward. So.
Well, Wayne County has always prided itself in having a great recreation system and department, and it's a good thing that improvements have to be made. You can't stay where you are. You're either going up or going down. It's good to see that we're moving forward with these projects.
We have to shut down some facilities sometimes because just like our soccer field, it's closed right now because there's no soccer going on. But now is the time to go out there and fix your fields, fix your sprinkler systems,
right?
Get everything ready. It's your downtime, and then when soccer season comes on, we'll move back over to the baseball field and make improvements there. But we just trying to make them safe and play on the best fields that we can possibly play on. So that's what we out here doing. So I know a lot of people get upset with us. Oh, this is closed down. We don't try to close it down for a long time, but we have to do improvements out there, and we got stuff going on right now. A lot of stuff going on. So y'all just bear with us, and we're going to do it the safest and best way we can do it, and the fastest way we can do it.
Well, when you're talking about a natural surface there with grass and all that, you've got to have some downtime in order for that to recover and not just be one big dust bowl out there.
Butch, I'm going to tell you something. In soccer season, it takes a pounding.
Oh, yeah.
Because, you talking about everyday practice and everyday games, and then we host district out there, and then we got soccer camps out there. It takes a pounding. So
it needs a few months of downtime.
It sure does. So, like I said, we got to fertilize, and we got to get the sprinklers right. So, we have to shut down our facilities sometimes, but it's nothing against nobody or trying to hurt nobody's feelings. We just got to do what we got to do out there.
It's good that we have such a great recreation system here and department here in Wayne County. It's important for the youth to get outside and be part of team sports and run around and have fun instead of just sitting inside on electronics, and get out there and just and the parents to get out there and watch their kids.
And that's exactly right. But like I said, hats off to my maintenance staff. They the ones out there behind the scenes is making all this possible out there. They the ones cutting the grass and making the grass green and filling in the hot potholes and all that. So my maintenance staff is top dog out here when it comes to them fields. I can tell you that.
Somebody wants to know if they're going to be shaded the rec fields. Kind of hard putting them trees up.
It's hard putting trees up because, like I said, when you do trees up there, you got kids swinging on them and jumping on them and all that. But we plan on putting some pavilions at Bill Marsh Park and at Ben Park. So y'all hang in there with us. But like I said, we have, we got a pavilion down there where we're going to put the basketball court is. Somebody said, well, why you cut the trees down? Because you ain't got no shade. Well, we got a pavilion right here with picnic tables under it. So there's plenty of shade down there at the basketball courts. But yeah, we plan on planting some trees. around the pond, around different areas, putting benches around the ponds. We already got some out there. We're going to put benches around the pond, around the walking tracks and stuff like that. So it's going to be nice. Like I said, we moving forward. We got a big plan for the rec department.
Okay. Well, hopefully it'll help, draw more tournaments, because like I said, that's the good thing. Years ago, we used to have them all the time, but like I said, everybody votes on them. But those tournaments bring crowds. They bring people from out of town. It helps local economy. So
we got matter of fact, Bob, we got a big softball tournament coming up on the 20th. All 7 of our fields was rented out on the 20th. I think we got 30-something softball teams coming. So
now what is that?
This is USSSA softball, girls softball.
Girls softball.
And I think he's got another one coming up in April. And then after July, after all our rec ball season gets over with, our fields is probably rented every weekend, because we do a fall league out there. We do a Toys for Tots tournament. We do a Halloween tournament. These guys, they rent our facilities every year, because, like I said, we got some of the best baseball fields south of Macon right now. There's no doubt in my mind in the area. There's nobody can set up we got, and all that is unbelievable.
Well, I know the middle schools have been playing their games at Bill Morse Park, and
they sure have.
Talking to those parents, they're pleased with it. They think the field's in great shape, and I know the rec department has to go out there and get that field ready for those games. I've heard nothing but good comments from people that have been out there watching the games.
We keep them. Like I said, we try to work with the school any way we can. That's a good relationship we got. Like I said, we try to help these kids out everywhere that we can. To baseball, soccer, or whatever we got. We can't help them out with basketball. We don't have a gym, but football, whatever we do, we try to help them out as much as we can. And they've been playing their games out there. And, it was wet when the season first started. And, our junior boys field is not ready yet, but we got the conditioner in this week, and hopefully it'll dry up when we get our junior boys field clayed up and get ready for the next couple of weeks. But other than that, that field they playing on is in excellent shape. It can rain a ton, and it's no water holding on that field. You can still go out and play. So a lot of people around the area, they cancel their games, but we can still play at our place out there, because like I said, my maintenance staff takes care of our fields, and we got the right equipment and the right stuff to put on them, and we rolling right along. Like I said, we don't have very many rainouts out there because of our field, shape of our fields. So.
Well, again, it's always good to see recreation in full swing. Like I said, as you mentioned, they still got the tennis and golf sign-ups underway, because that's going to take place once school gets out. So, a lot of people enjoy that. A lot of kids take advantage of that.
Yeah.
So, again, you offer a lot of programs that people don't maybe realize. It's just not baseball and softball, but it's soccer and basketball and track and tennis.
And golf. We might add a few more here. I know the GRPA is adding some more. I think they're trying to put volleyball in there, get wrestling involved now, pickleball. So I think they're even trying to do adult kickball. So
adult kickball.
Maybe there's some other options out there once we get these facilities up to par, and maybe we can offer a little bit more stuff out there. But like I said, I think the GRPA is doing an excellent job on trying to expand their athletics, and we'll go along with them. We'll try to help them out and try to help Wayne County as much as we can with getting these kids, getting them something to do, and even these adults. So,
you got anything for senior citizens? Anything for those?
No, not right now. Like I said, we really don't. Ever since we turned over Cracker Williams, we don't have a facility to do nothing with the seniors. So that's maybe down the line when we do the multi-purpose center, we can bring a lot of this stuff back. That the ceramics and the arts and crafts, and we have stuff where a place for them to come do it at. So maybe that that in the future, and it'll be a nice place for everybody to use, just not the kids but everybody. We can put a indoor walking facility in there. You can run your basketball courts and have your classrooms in there for classes and pottery and whatever we need to do. Like I said, we open for everything to help anybody. So,
well, when do you sleep? Because it seems like you're going 24/7.
We going, like I said, it's we do the concession stands for the high school baseball teams right now. We talked to the Booster Club about doing that for them, take a little break off them, and then we got middle school games, and it's we got it going on, but it's all right. Like I said,
that's a good thing. I talked to a lot of people. Like I said, how it is, how hard it is to find volunteers, and it seemed like it was the same people every year volunteering, and their kids are where they're playing, so they want to watch their kids play.
Right.
So I think it's good the recreation department came in there, let those parents get out there in the stands, watch their kids play.
Yeah.
So I think that was a win-win.
We've enjoyed
all the way around. So appreciate y'all doing that. So
yes, sir, we enjoyed doing it. So, but we sleep sometimes, but like I said, we got a lot going on. Like I said, we got practices going on at about 8 or 9 o'clock. We got to make sure the lights is turned off. And
I call you the hardest working man in recreation spec. So you got.
I might be. I don't
might
know.
be. I
might be, but like I said, I got a good staff, so I can't complain.
Like I said, everybody that I talked to seems to be pleased with the way the recreation department's going. Like I said, you took over. How long you been director now, full time?
About 3 or 4 years.
3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
And time flies when you're having fun. So.
It does. But like I said, I've enjoyed every bit of it. I really have.
Wayne County's your home. You grew up
is.
here.
Like I said, I grew up here and I played out there. My mama worked out there in the concession stands in the years, and like I said, it's just great to come back and be the director and try to make this thing the best rec department we can make it.
All right, someone just text in. If you have questions or comments, you can always text in at 912-427-3711. Someone just text in. Do you know when Hospice of South Georgia will be having their tournament?
No, they canceled it at the first because of the pandemic, but they said they was going to get back with us, in the summer. Mm-hmm. So hopefully they'll let us know shortly what they want to do, and like I said, we'll help them out any way we can to make this thing successful.
That was the last thing from Caleb when he was in here. Same thing. He said it's probably going to be pushed back sometime in the summertime. So, but again, always good to see you. I do appreciate you coming in.
Thank y'all for having me.
Have us more time to talk about the improvements.
Oh yeah,
I mean that's a big story. It's nice to see the improvements being made. At the ballpark, the new lights, the new field, the extension of the concession stand, the canopies, the picnic tables, the playground equipment, the basketball court, all that coming to Bill Morris Park. And like I said, anytime you go out there, just if you want to see a crowd, be out there today at 4:30 when the two middle school teams
exactly
play.
Right.
And
there'll be a crowd out there today.
You'll be lucky to get a parking space out there because it'll be a packed house. They're going to honor the 8th graders on both teams today. So. Last time they played, I saw the crowd. It was just
a big crowd.
So it'll be a big crowd again today at 4:30.
The two middle schools are playing a baseball game today?
Right, 4:30. So out at Bill
Which field do they play on?
The first field you come to when you pull in, it's the old adult softball field that they're playing on. Because he said they were still working on the junior field down there, making improvements to that. So, but again,
sounds good.
Look forward to it this afternoon. Spec, always good to see you. Like I said, give me an update on your daughter. How's she doing? How's Logan doing? She playing?
Wow.
And where's she at?
She's at West Georgia.
Okay.
They've had some times up there. The couple of days before their first tournament, they're just going to St. Augustine. Her roommate tested positive for COVID.
Her roommate?
So,
Lord. So she had to quarantine.
She had to, so they all had to quarantine.
I got you.
For 14 days. Well, then, when they got back to practice the next day, they tested again. Well, my daughter tested positive.
Oh, jeez.
So she had to quarantine for 14 days. But once you test positive, after your 14 days, before you come back to practice, you got to run on a treadmill and do stuff for 7 days to make sure you fine and all that. Well, she did all that. Well, she missed almost 30 days of practice and games and everything else being quarantined. So they went up to Shorter this weekend, and Logan dressed out and got out there, and Coach kept asking, was she all right, and stuff like that. You could tell her talking to her, she was sitting on the bucket. So they finally put her in there at bat. Bases were loaded, so she got her a little hit in the RBI, but they played last night and they won. So she's slowly getting back into it.
Is she physically back to 100%?
Yeah,
she's
still
100%. Having one of those breathing problems and being tired problems.
She's never had no complications or nothing. Good. Like I said, her shoulder, she had shoulder surgery in July. She's been cleared, but she's going to practice now. Like I said, she's slowly getting into it. So hopefully, here in a couple of weeks, they on spring break today. So they won last night, so he gave them the rest of the week off. So I don't think they'll go back to practice till Monday. But she's not in softball shape right now. You can tell that because of her sitting around for 30-something days. But she'll get there, and like I said, hopefully big things will happen with her. So, but she's been through it. She's been through it. So I can tell you,
I'm just glad
one thing after another.
I'm just glad she didn't have serious symptoms. So that's.
But we was talking Sunday after the game, and I said, well, how'd it feel to get her in bat? She said, well, I was kind of nervous. She said, this is the first time I've actually picked up a bat and hitting a live game since July of 2019 when she was playing
2019.
She was playing travel ball.
Yep.
So
wow.
she's hanging in there. Like I talked to her last night, so maybe she'll get out there pretty soon. She'll get back in it. So.
Yeah, she's there for a reason. She's a talented player.
She is, yeah. So
for her getting in there.
Hopefully she'll get in there. She can keep working.
She'll do well. Make sure she doesn't tip her cap like you did in the baseball game, do you?
I think she wears a visor out there, but I don't know if
that's still one of my
I don't think Coach Thomas
that's one of my favorite Lamar Echols story. You want to tell that story?
Yeah,
go ahead.
I don't think
tell the story.
I don't think Coach Thomas is a madman like Coach Echols was. You know, I know Coach Thomas was pretty rough, but Coach Echols, I think we was freshmen out there. And
he came unglued. That was a great catch, though.
We was playing a little team. We got up on us, so he put everybody in the game. And
now, is this Wayne County High?
Wayne County High School game. He put me out in right field, and at the time where the hitting facility is now, that was where the portalet was at. So I saw him go in the portalet. They hit the ball out there, and I make me a diving catch, and all the fans is hollering "Spag," this and this. So I tipped my hat to the crowd. The right time I tipped that hat to that crowd, Coach Echols come out that dugout. I mean that portalet.
He didn't like that.
So then the last out was made, so I come trotting off that field, and before I get off that field, he caught me right there at the end of the dugout and jacked me up and told me that been never to happen again, or if it did, he'd take my uniform and all that. So after a couple of days, it kind of, it was still talking about it. And I told him, I said, well, Coach, I said, all I was doing was shaking the grass out of my hat, I didn't fly over too well neither. So, but we still talk about that to this day.
You're not supposed to tip your hat to the crowd when they're cheering for you.
I didn't do it again. I can tell you that. I didn't have to worry about that again.
The other time he came unglued, this is my favorite story too. We went to eat somewhere, Statesboro, and we're counting. They always counted heads, because you got to make sure you got everybody on the bus. So Echols counting, and
this wasn't Coach Echols. This was Homer Key,
and there's one missing. So he says somebody's missing. We don't have the right number. And they looked down the road, and Speck was down there playing basketball.
Playing basketball. Kind of went your own path there, didn't you, Speck?
He went down and got him to pick up basketball.
we got beat by Statesboro that day. So they took us to the steakhouse, and a couple of us didn't want to go eat. So they was always, hey man, go down and play basketball with them guys, see if you can win you some money. So I run it. I didn't even have no shoes on. I was barefooted. So I went down there.
Barefoot on the concrete.
I was there playing barefoot basketball on the concrete out there in my baseball uniform. So and then like I said, they was loading the bus up, and I'm a block down the road shooting basketball. But
not even thinking about you might get injured in it and not be able to play baseball. You don't think about that when you're in high school because you think you're in.
That didn't cross my mind. I was
like they counted heads.
That's what I'm saying. I probably got left. I was down trying to make me $1. So.
Little action on the side there, husband. All right. Well, good stories there. Good stories. Respect.
Thank y'all for having me.
Appreciate you coming in this morning.
Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all.
All right. Take care. WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup, world famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by Murphy Builder Supply, First Southern Bank, Damon's Famous Fingers and Wings, and O'Quinn Associates Country Financial.
The world famous Butch and Bob Show.